A little rom-com on and a hot chocky-wocky.
Working on cars it's pretty difficult. I want to say that.
And my second ruin is that someone tried to steal my Lamborghini Gallardo. Hello and welcome back to the C.R.E.A.M podcast, the Cars Rule Everything Around Me podcast with myself, Will, Edwin to the right of me, and Benjamin behind the camera.
Hello.
Nice. Very, very good. At the beginning of every single one of these podcasts, we ask ourselves, do cars rule or ruin everything around us? Edwin.
It's ruin.
Ooh.
It's a ruin for myriad of reasons.
Okay.
But what?
Great word.
Mainly because on the weekend, I decided, right, it's finally time to finish up my Evo 1 so I can put it up for sale. Because as you all know, I'm selling cars for the first time in my life. And everything was going swimmingly. Brackets, it wasn't. It's a 90s JDM car. But I went to go and tighten the tensioner for the timing belt. So I was doing a timing belt. You will see a video on this. And something rather unfortunate happened, i.e. a bolt snapped inside of the block. So it's not all, it's not terrible, but you'll see in the video, I managed to sort something out, but that was not great. That really was not great.
Yeah, you showed me that and
This is really, the previous owner, I think he worked in a circus. I forget what you call those people.
And a big red nose.
Yeah, one of those. He used not the correct hardware on the engine, so when I talked it to the correct spec, it snapped.
Nice.
So I was not happy about that.
Always nice.
And then there's just been lots of little annoying things this week with cars. Ben, you'll get to yours in a moment. But yeah, I want a car. I haven't bought a car recently enough. And I want one.
Edwin has been itching for a car because Will's bought a car which is behind him, and another car which is soon to be revealed. I bought a car, and I've just seen Edwin constantly, he doesn't know what he wants.
I don't know what I want. I'm in a holding pattern. I explained earlier. I'm waiting to move into a new flat, so I don't know what storage with cars and stuff is going to be. I need to sell cars. I'm waiting for Jeremy to get back to me. Jeremy, please. And there's just many things that mean I can't buy a car yet. I hate it.
You're in limbo.
I hate it.
You're in you can't do this, can't do that.
Yeah.
Benjamin.
I am in. Do you know what? Overall, it's a big rule.
Okay.
Because I have
feeling a butt coming.
I have the S2000, which we mentioned last week, and I'm just still as happy. I keep forgetting I have one. I keep seeing them. I'm like, I have one of those.
For reference, you haven't been driving it because it's been here.
Yeah, I drove back very gently, and then we did like one bit for the main channel video where I drove it hard for the first time. That was great.
Will people have seen this video by now?
No. It'll be coming out on Monday. That car I've just been thinking about constantly, and I didn't tell you this after the podcast the other night. I was importing all the footage I was on my own, and I just sat there and looked at it. I literally sat on the sofa and just looked at it.
If you don't stare back at your car after you finish a podcast, it's not the right car.
No, I know it's
hashtag relatable.
I know it's like to me it's cool. It's just it's an S2000. It's not like it's not a Lamborghini, to be fair.
No, it's very cool, and it's a car you've wanted for a very long time.
But I sat there on the sofa and I was just here I just looked at it for like 5 minutes, and then if you have eyes on this podcast, you can see that we won't reveal much. If you have eyes, it's a benefit for you. If you don't, I'm very sorry to hear about your condition. But there are some cool wheels for your car right here. Very round, very shiny.
The most basic S2000 wheel.
I don't care, they look cool.
But they look very good.
We've test fit one and it was stupendous.
Simply, Ben might have, if my calculations are correct, Ben's going to have some of the best fitment going. It's going to be
I've been so scared about
really
this
lovely.
All week. And then, it is overall rule, but it's a little bit of a ruin because I'm dealing with selling a car, i.e. the Clio. And
now, would you like to put in what you wrote on the, obviously this is getting into before Will, but what's the tagline for the thing you wrote about people selling cars?
I can't remember.
I think it was selling cars is bullshit.
Yes, it is. I've said this before. I hate buying cars. I hate selling cars. I don't
hate buying cars. That's the best bit.
No, I hate buying cars. But the actual process I like it when I have a car, but buying a car, I hate the process. But at least then you get a car. Selling a car is you get some. In my case, you lose some money.
Now, I was going to say though, there is the flip side of buying a car, which is that you get money. That's the nice part of selling a car.
But
for Ben, normally it's a catastrophic loss.
Yeah, but I hate it. So there's that. So, but overall, S1000 it's a rule.
It's a big rule. It's going to be good when that car's done.
I'm looking forward to seeing that on its on all of its mods, because that's going to be I said it earlier to you, that is going to be a nicely sorted car.
Oh, yeah.
Once we've got it all done.
It's a really nice car.
It's ruin.
It's a ruin.
It's a ruin for me. For a couple of possibly my biggest ruins yet.
But you've bought a car.
Yeah. Last week, I found out that said car behind, if you have eyes, Lamborghini Gallardo, needs work. It had a couple of small issues with it when it turned up. Like nothing too terrible, but stuff I wasn't really expecting, which I wanted to get sorted. And I went to a specialist just to get the car looked at to make
And
sure
for
it's all
audio
good.
listeners, what car is this?
This is a Lamborghini Gallardo manual 5 litre that I bought a couple of weeks ago.
I gave the government name.
2004 V10 TD.
VIN number.
And I've been sort of working through making it more OEM, more standard, putting exhaust on it, blah, blah, blah. But I took it to a specialist to have an issue that's been there since day one, which is where it wouldn't quite go into gear properly. And sometimes when driving, it wouldn't go into gear properly. And I was hoping it would either be due to the fact that it hasn't had a gearbox service in a while, or you can also adjust gear cables in them. And I went to a specialist and they looked at it for 5 minutes and went, yeah, it needs a clutch.
Now, that's upsetting.
Yeah.
For most people,
Yeah.
that is a annoying thing to do. But why is it especially annoying on the Gallardo?
Well, I mean, I was aware of the cost, but I wasn't expecting it. A Lamborghini Gallardo clutch, if you were to buy it from Lamborghini, which essentially most of the time you do need to do, is £5,000 for just the part.
Just the part.
That's with a flywheel and all that stuff.
They chuck in an engine as well.
Yeah.
What if you need a release bearing?
Oh, that's an extra £3,000 if you need that, and they're quite common to leak. So it's like, do you leave it? Do you not leave it?
And if you if you did it with Lamborghini labour,
I don't know about Lamborghini labour, but it is roughly labour-wise, you're going to pay another 1,500 quid to £2,000, and then also at the same time, because of access, you're taking out the dry sump system, so you're doing an oil change while you're in there as well. You're also doing gearbox oil, blah blah blah. So you're looking at 8 to 10 grand.
that's tough. That's straight up tough.
Yeah. Now, had this happened in 6 months to a year, I would have been not stuffed because I would wanting to pay that, but I thought this may pop up in my ownership. But bought it from a dealer, and you have consumer rights, at least in the UK, that a car needs to be sold. It needs to be fit for purpose. It needs to be as described, if you like. And fortunately, the dealer have actually agreed to pay for it.
Yeah, which is a good mark for them.
Yeah,
Because-
I was worried that some of you listening would have experienced similar stuff where you go back to a dealer, and of course they're not going to want to pay for stuff, and sometimes I'm assuming dealers have been stiffed on stuff that maybe they didn't know about, but that comes with it is the law, and it comes with the trade. It's just unfortunately with stuff like that, the costs are way higher.
Well, the other thing you said is that on these cars you can work it out from a percentage level, and this car had about 10% left on the clutch.
You can't work it out on a manual.
Oh, you can't do it on that?
Only on e-gear cars, because it's all electronic. They can work out where the clutch started and where it is now, and they give you a rough percentage. On a manual, only way to do is there's a you can see in there, but you can't see. You can't actually figure out if it's worn. You have to take it out.
But they said they think it's pretty worn.
They said it's like it could fail.
So what I'm getting at is that it didn't happen in your ownership of 300 miles.
It's been difficult to put in gear. It's literally in the first video where you tried to put it in
I want a bit of
reverse.
credit here as well.
Yeah,
I got rinsed for that. I couldn't. I said on the first day we were going to move the car back, and Will said, "Do you want to put it back?" I was like, "All right." I can then say I've driven a Lamborghini Gallardo.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get it into reverse. And kind of in the video, embarrassingly, I got out of the car and went, "I'm not going to do it."
Yeah.
But that was why.
But yeah, it's annoying. But fortunately, it's not really going to be too much. It's just now a long process. And my second ruin is that someone tried to steal my Lamborghini Gallardo.
Mental.
Which was really quite deeply upsetting. I was resigned to the fact that that car might be lost. Sunday night, I got a phone call from my girlfriend, and she was panicking and said, check the camera. I've got like cameras that look down. I have a camera that looks down onto the driveway, and there were 2 hooded men around my car.
Yeah.
I looked at it, and I was about 25 minutes away from home, and I was like, car's gone. That car is gone. And I called the police, and in fairness, they were there very quickly. They were there in about 10 minutes, and somehow they didn't find my car keys.
Yeah.
Which is just ridiculous, because they'd basically gone around the side of the house, smashed a window, gone upstairs, turned my bedroom upside down.
Australian burglars.
Yeah, they turned out. Yeah, it was difficult to put it the right way up. The whole house is upside down.
Oh, g'day. That looks great.
But yeah, made an absolute mess. But the only thing they stole, well, I say the only thing, It was a purse of my girlfriend's. But yeah, I mean, if you are a creamer, which I'm going to doubt, because I think the creamers are honest, well-to-do folk, you are a.
That's fair.
Jack, you'll need to be bleeping though, quite bigly.
That will need quite the bleep because you are the absolute scum of the earth. Because the damage that causes, even in the long run, is quite annoying.
Well, not even physical, like emotional.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, my girlfriend now is now quite upset by it. Obviously, even me. It's like two people have been in my room without me being there, without my permission. Back windows. My back door's been smashed in.
You had your back door smashed in.
Your back door smashed in.
Yeah, I actually had, and now it's been boarded up.
Someone's boarded up your back door, and that's you don't want that.
And I can't even get out my own back door now.
Crazy. Sorry.
I think once your back doors have been smashed in,
that you can't
emotionally you can't really turn back.
You can't
psychologically.
You know what? You can't unsmash your back doors.
Yeah,
it's true.
I need it repaired, and after that, it'll never be the same back door again. But part of me was like, oh, it's stupid. I've left a bright yellow Lamborghini on a driveway that most people have in storage or in a garage, blah, blah, blah. You would like to think in a civilized country, you would be able to leave nice things in your own home or near your own home, but obviously not. So that's
But on a better note, you have got a new car.
I do have a new car. I think
daily.
I think we briefly mentioned it last. I think that had won the bid anyway. CarWow, we often go on there to search for things and stuff, which we shouldn't be really, but we do. And there was a CL500. We talked about this before actually, where we think of a car.
Oh,
we go, this is the car we want, and then the internet goes, here it is. Here's that one. And I've never even thought of CLs. I've thought they're nice, but I've never actually searched. Couldn't find any I like the AMG ones basically. I was in the AMG kitted ones.
Yeah.
And there was the cheapest one was $8-9 grand. I was like, I don't want to pay that. Auction comes up, £5,000 for a CL500.
And can you describe the man?
Oh,
have we talked about this?
I don't think we did. We did talk about how nice he was.
Sorry, I have no memory.
He was an exceptionally nice man, and I've actually since, even though I haven't even been to see the car yet, so it could actually be a heap. I did offer his private number plate back because he said, I've left the number plate on because it's got an amplifier issue, and I figured the number plate would cover the cost of that. But also the car was so dirt cheap. Again, the condition of it, I'll wait and see. But I said, look, if it makes it back, I'm happy to give you a plate. And he just went, nah, don't want it.
Fine.
He said he had it illegally spaced, and he kept getting fines, so he doesn't want it.
Really?
I was like,
wow, that's the first person I've actually heard who's getting fined for illegal spacing on number plate.
It's X8 ODR.
It's a doctor plate, Ben.
It's ×8 odor.
Now, ×8 doctor.
Where's he located?
Well, I mean, he's behind you is where he's
located.
located.
Make sure he is.
Now, perhaps would you like to buy the plate for your...
What is it again?
X8 space.
Yeah.
ODR.
ODR.
But he's had an X80 doctor.
I don't want that. Why do I want that?
Because
I've got a plate I want for that.
I don't know if you just... I just know doctor might be something interesting for you. I don't know if that's nice for you. I don't know.
Is it sort of like your initials?
Yeah.
It's fun to joke, isn't it?
Dr. Rogers.
Yeah, it's fun to joke.
We haven't actually mentioned it in a while.
No, you brought that up. You asked about the plate.
Okay.
Speaking of plates, Ben, what you get now?
I don't want to say it.
Oh, that's interesting.
No,
that's interesting because I'm going to say it.
But then someone's going to buy it and I'm not.
But
that's why you have to buy it.
You're going to force my hand.
I'm going to force your hand.
I don't want to do this.
So Ben, all week, has been saying he's bought his SD1000. He's looking for a private plate. Now, we tend to like funny plates, weird plates. And he found and showed us S200, which you can get of SD1000, S200 BNN. S200 Ben.
Which is not how you spell your name.
It's not your name, but it's kind of funny and it's kind of your name.
I actually wouldn't want my name because I think it's a little bit... I don't like it. If it's just your name spelt.
Yeah.
I don't really like that. But
the number plate you used to want was...
Oh no, 8EN I would have. Apart from that,
I don't like numbers.
No, I'm saying that
I don't want it to say my name, but if I can have Ben, that'd be great.
That's cool because that's 8. Okay, fine, whatever, fine. But I'm saying that this is annoying because there will be someone out there who
it's gonna be you that buys it because all of today you've said I'm gonna buy that plate, and then we go
this morning.
We said, go on then, Ben. Let's sit down and let's buy it. He goes, no. We'll get it. I'll do it at lunch.
Well, this came because we have upcoming second channel video with a plate sponsor.
Yeah,
who make physical plates, and they said we want to show off all the different designs. So therefore, can you please give us a list of cars you want plates for? And Edwin was like, "Cool, I'm going to get S200 Ben."
I'll get S200 Ben.
So now the plate is coming.
Ben needs it, and then all of today, and then at lunch he was like, "Oh yeah, I really want that plate. I'm going to buy that plate." Okay, Ben, buy the plate.
I know, but plates are just so hard to justify.
It's fair. That is fair. It does
less
nothing
on a car. Like the plate on my X5 Well, I actually really do like it now. But when I first did it, I remember putting it on and feeling nothing. I looked at it and I was like...
Did you instantly have buyer's regret?
It wasn't even remorse. It was more I looked at it and I thought I'd find satisfaction here, and I'm looking at it just going, I don't care. But now, when I see it, I like it.
Okay, so would S200 bun do that?
I think possibly more so.
Then you have a ticking time bomb. If you must have it done.
It almost, in some cases, it makes it your... It's like
your car.
It's a modification. You look at it. Same as this plate. When I put that on, obviously the wheels and whatever else are most of what made that up.
Have we talked about that?
I don't think I have, actually. Also, more number plate talk. I bought V10 TDU. And also, shout out to everyone. I didn't think many people would get it, the reference. A lot of comments that said, that's not TDC. I know. Use a little bit like a C, like upside down. Not upside down. But TDU is for Test Drive Unlimited, which this car was on the cover of, although it was a Spider or an SE.
But it was yellow.
It was a yellow Gallardo, though.
And it was
Gen
preface. 1. Yeah.
So V10 TDU. I didn't want to get a private plate for it because I didn't want to be that guy. But that one, it was 400 quid, I think, from the DVLA.
Private plate on the Lambo. Yeah.
It's a V10. Yeah. And the test drive, it's unlimited. Shall, is that...
I think that's all wrapped up. What are you looking at? Are you buying it right now?
No, I was just looking at it again.
He's saying if it's still there.
It is still there.
Ben, you have got until Thursday.
What if one of us buy it?
Yeah.
And then you just hold it?
Yeah.
Hold it ransom.
I might put it on my S200.
Do you know what? I dare you.
Okay.
You're going to spend...
No, I'm not going to.
How much is it?
250.
250.
Is it 250?
It's just the pot. Yeah. Is that the cheapest they go?
You know what? I know
plate.
what it is. I know what it is. Ben's looking for some way for us to subsidise it. He's trying to wait for us to go, you know what? I'll give you 20 quid. I'll give you 50 quid to do it.
I don't want that. I'm not that manipulative. I'm just...
I don't know.
Do you want to know my thing?
I'm offering...
I like the plate on my X5 because that is the plate that I will put on every one of my dailies from now forever.
Okay.
So I like... That's my... That plate is... It's stupid.
You know what? Do you know why you like that plate? Because it strikes fear into every doctor in England. They know that plate already. You don't want it swapping to other cars. They want to know. They go, that's F25 BOR. Stay away.
If they see it on an S2000, they go, I'm going to pull away from that quite easily.
Can you pronounce it properly, please?
S200 bin?
No, that's X5.
F25 bore.
That one, yeah. But that one, I'm like, I'll have it on every car, so it's worth it. Whereas when it's an S200, which is not correct.
But you can have it on every S200 bin you have.
That's what I mean. And they're like, well, now I'm buying it for one specific car, which feels a little bit less of a good investment.
But which I understand and I agree. But this is your one of your dream cars. Like this is the car you want to keep for a while, right? Until such day as you
can get
move to like an Aston Martin, which is probably going to be a while.
Wow.
Those are your words. Your words, not mine.
No, it's true. Yeah.
You might as well make it yours.
Do you know what? I'll say this. I don't think that car is anywhere near complete unless I've done that to it.
Well, there
that
you
might
go.
sound stupid, but I think that it's just the perhaps the cherry on the cake.
See now Ben's becoming like me, where he has an image of the car in his mind, and if it leaves before that image is done, you can't have it.
Yeah. Well, in your case, it won't leave.
It will never leave.
Yeah.
They will always stay. Yeah. So what have we got? Newses? Do we have any newses?
Now, newses.
Is it light?
I looked. There is a couple here from Ben. So once again, we are going to intertwine
to
news
BBC Corner.
into.
Did I put links in?
No.
Oh, that's
not?
tough.
Not
That's
a
tough
single
one.
link.
Tough one.
Here.
Also, we'll have a quick before we carry on. If you're listening, you might hear more of an echo than usual. If you're watching, you may see a space you're unfamiliar with. This is the middle unit. Oh, hold on, Ben.
Can we get a Mr. President?
Mr. President, there has been a second TDC unit. Thank you very much for that tee-up. The middle unit that's next to TDC's is Auto Alex's podcast/storage unit. We have kicked them out. We have said...
Evicted.
We need this because we have a big red wagon that's going to take months to fix. So we need a long-term work bay to have cars that sit for a while.
And there's a car in there blocking... Big blue car in there blocking our progress.
Blocking the progress.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's also why we can't film in there. Yeah.
We can't.
My S2000 is well, the usual set is exactly what my car.
So we will return.
We will.
To the unit. This isn't a new thing.
Just
but
a temporary.
It's just because Ben's car.
Ben's car's there, and then my Evo's stuck on the lift because of timing belt.
But what we will say, this is going to be the somewhat nice unit. Our unit is a workshop / eating lunch area / kitchen / toilet, everything. This will be the nice unit.
I've seen more and more comments recently. The first person who said it to me was my girlfriend. She refuses to watch videos because she said our unit gives her anxiety. She
it's fair.
She goes, That the bit at the top of our little office bit is just like what
It's fair. That's
is going on.
Completely
up there.
understandable.
And then there's the stuff around it. We got either an email or a DM from a guy. I think it was actually a woman who said that her partner is offering to come and tidy the unit for free. We may.
That's actually fair.
I don't know if that's legal, but we may take you up on that. But in here, that won't happen.
We need to do a clear out. We'll do a clear out. And the same with cream. We'd like to get a permanent set at some point. So one day you will have permanent creamage.
It's also great for us because the current setup does take us a lot of time to set up, which would be nice.
It takes like half an hour to set up. Right now, what is the time, Will?
It is 7:20.
It's because we do it under lift. It's actually, I actually love our set. I think it is
I love
genuinely
it as
great,
well, yeah.
But it means that we have to move everything.
It's mainly because it is also a working garage unit, so it has to double.
And the set is in the middle of right where the cars drive in.
Yeah.
But it got ridiculous. The little office area we have in the corner. The other day we just spent like an hour just cleaning it properly.
It's so nice in there.
Because it hasn't been properly cleaned for months.
Ever.
It got to the point where I was like trying to charge camera gear and I just couldn't. I was picking up gloves and wrenches.
Hornets.
There are a lot of hornets as well currently.
Yeah. O.J. Simpson, by the way, for no reason. So this unit will become a long-term project unit. So you'll see some more of that soon. Once everything's cleared out here, the ramps are out. We put a 2-post in, and then the RS6 comes in here to die.
Our big brother has gone to uni, and we got his room.
Yeah, we're upgrading in the world.
So first on anecdotes is a few bits from you, Edwin, starting off with Speedway 56. I don't know what that means.
You do know what this means because now we don't have a TV behind us, so we will do overlays this week.
Maybe.
Will and I,
If we remember.
Will and I were in traffic in Bracknell, and we happened to look over to the right, and I saw a delectable bullshit tyre brand. And it was the Speedway 56s.
Oh, nice.
But not only were they a bullshit tyre brand, it was on an X5, an E53 X5, and they were NASCAR bold. Like they were smooth. The whole it almost looked like the E55 when it blew its tread off. It was just a bulbous round tire.
Yeah.
On an X5. Brother,
Like you.
what's the meme? I sanded my tires down so they're smooth. Yeah, smooth way to see heaven. Yeah, you're done. You're done.
They were. That was. I looked to my right because I don't normally notice people's tires. Most people are roadworthy, and I was like, "What in heavens? And how do you not notice that?"
From memory, it was Speedway 56, a little bit of tire cord coming through, and then smooth rubber over the top,
like just inches of bolt.
Which wheels?
Rears.
It was rears. Yeah.
What your wheels should be. Standard, the 5-spoke,
original, the sport
19s.
So not the big ones
is.
on
No,
my X5?
no,
Okay, because that would be crazy. Although
that'd
in
be
the dry...
More understandable, though, because they're expensive.
Yeah. These are just normal tires. But so, yeah, the Speedway 56s, I mean, they're built to go on a speedway. They are built for NASCAR.
A misting of rain, and it would have
Gone.
oasted.
Straight up
You'd have
gone.
been there, dab of Oppo on the A404.
Ben trying to do it, but his steering angle sensor keeps playing up.
Brackets, it's true.
Yeah, that was tough. Please, people, let's keep it safe.
Shaky tires. Number one thing.
Decats, fine.
Yeah.
Bald tires,
Not so
let's
much.
not do that. TD5's accelerating stereotype.
I had a thought the other day. Now, perhaps if you're an American creamer, this might mean less to you, but in the UK we have TD5s, which is Land Rover's inline 5 diesel, turbo diesel engine that you find in Discoveries, Discovery 2s, and Defenders. And we've talked about transporters. We've talked about which other groups of people have we talked? Car people.
Most.
We've talked about most car people. TD5 people. Why are they like this? Why is it that your discount American truck people?
I was going to say they're like Cummins. You know, it's the diesel.
Sorry, you know them that well. But there, everywhere they go, they are trying to be the biggest smoke cloud. But I had a realization. I've driven a TD5 before. And I'm going to say it now, they're shit. They're terrible. They sound kind of cool, but they're not good. They're
Clattery old diesel.
Jesus Christ. But I had a realization. They're not trying to do it to be clowns. It's just they're trying to get from A to B. Your normal TD5 owner, he's just trying to reach the speed limit. And the side effect of that is plumes of black smoke.
But the noise is their fault. They don't have to make it that loud.
No, it is always the loudest thing, and there is a One Life Live It sticker on the side of it. and they're going to rob copper out of people's gutters, and they're going to sell that off. They're going to use it to buy some diesel and then go green laning.
Sort of fly tippers.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, a little bit of fly tipping, knobbly wheels for like the A4.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. General grabbers, but the only thing you're grabbing is other people's stuff. We were in Swindon recently.
Oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. You okay?
Tough to hear.
Yeah, we were in Swindon though. And we saw a TD5.
We did.
It was possibly a creamer because they recognised us and gave us a wave.
Yeah,
or they were just saying, where's your house?
It was two guys.
Your stuff. Yeah. And again, they sort of pulled alongside, and you get the odd people that say, "Oh, see the car," and they just drive off normally. TD5, did a pull. Just came alongside, went,
and then did
chuffing smoke.
Went nowhere.
Yeah.
The person in the Suzuki Celerio just keeping up completely fine with it, but meanwhile all I'm hearing is horrible things.
This is actually completely different. I'm moving on to another topic without ending it. The Venom man I talked about. The Venom
yes,
RCZ.
yeah.
Yeah, he messaged me.
Oh, and he said?
Yeah, what he understood. Do you know what, this is nice? He took the criticism and he said, that's fair.
But
fair.
Is he's still happy with it?
He's still happy with it. And he said, in fairness, none of it's Team U. It's all custom stuff.
See, that is our point.
He didn't come and say, yeah. Well, he did a little bit of but.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, but it is all custom.
A little bit, Ben.
Yeah. And it is because I have met this man before.
Why am I catching strays right now? I had a lovely sip of Red Bull,
Ben
and I looked down.
I watched Ben go, fuck 50. Why you say that?
But yeah, I was like, you know what? That's the way.
Yeah.
He took a little bit of criticism, which wasn't that bad, and went, you know what? But I like it.
Yeah.
And he said, look, I'll take you out on it. I don't want that at all.
In fact, you put the video out of the Gallardo the other day, and we made jokes about the original wheels that came on it. A worrying amount of people in the comments saying, I love the black wheels.
Yeah.
It's proof. But, in time, you'll learn. You will learn taste. And that's fine.
Do you know what was most worrying? My dad said he liked them.
Can I
he didn't say he liked them, actually. He said, I don't think they're that bad.
Now, can I say this something? My dad said the exact same thing.
See, maybe it's an age thing.
Yeah, maybe.
It's the shit wheels you grew up with.
What generation is your dad?
He's in...
like a first gen, or he's like a facelift?
71. That's not his age. That's the birth.
Okay.
Again, bro gave the government.
So similar age to my dad.
My name is Walter.
So maybe it is an age thing. That's similar age.
Yeah.
David, can you please ask your dad when you get home what the...
Yeah.
Do you reckon he'd like those wheels?
No, I hope not. But this is the thing. So my dad is rebuilding a Julia QV that he bought off Copart crashed, and he keeps sending me. What's the place that Wheelmania that Matt Armstrong goes? He keeps sending me those.
Riviera.
All tough, and he's like, these might look good. No, clown. You paint the original wheel silver and you drive it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Unsurprisingly, I've had little interest in the wheels.
On the Rivieras.
But I did have a thought.
On the Riverside, sorry.
The Riverside, sorry, yeah. Which is, they would have been an exceptionally expensive wheel.
Yeah.
They're a proper 3-piece wheel. Back in the 2000s, that would have cost 5 to 10 grand, those
Mental.
wheels. But I did have a thought. I was like, what bolt pattern are they? Then obviously the CL. I was like, what bolt pattern? There's a CL 500. 5x112, exactly the same. And the centre bore on the CL 500 is smaller. So all I need is a sort of an adapter spigot ring thing.
Ben, you learned about those today?
I had no idea what that was.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Sorry, quick aside, you weren't here. I was ordering them with Ben. I said, you need spigot rings. He went, okay. And then maybe a minute or two later, he came out to me and said, I can't find them. I said, show me what you're searching. He turned his phone around and it said the word spigot ring. And it was bringing up bike things.
I think it was spigot.
Yeah, spigot rings.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it, Ben. That's the one.
Spigot.
I feel you actually, so we're doing a main channel video on this 1000 build, and I feel there's been moments where I've got really frustrated, and it's because I want to be able to do one thing, just one thing.
Yeah.
On that entire build, we're doing coilovers, we're doing brakes, and every time I've done something, it's got to the point where these two have not taken over, but they've had to do like key bits.
Right, Ben, just let me do this.
Today we're doing the airbox. I was like, I can take an airbox out, an OEM airbox, and it was just difficult for me.
There was one. Not difficult, but it needed to. You need to apply yourself more. You chat too much.
In class,
talks to the back of class a bit too much.
But yeah, that was a little bit difficult. But
But I just want to be able to just one thing.
But you'll get there. You will get there.
I'm going to put a coilover in.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna admit.
a coilover.
Do you want? I'm gonna admit something here. I remember working on my MX-5 once, and it's the classic meme if you're laying under the car and you're trying to do something and it's not working, and you just lay there for a few minutes. Yeah. And I remember crying at one point. I actually did, because I needed to drive the car the next day to work or to something, and it wouldn't work. And I knew that if I didn't get it working, I couldn't drive the car, and I had no other way of getting. And I like not full like I wasn't having a tantrum, but I had a little cry. So I was like, this is, I hate this. Why have I chosen this thing as my favorite thing to do?
What is worse? So like the worst scenario is you have something to do the next day, or you want to use the car the next day, and you last minute decide I'm going to fix this thing,
because you're an idiot,
because you're a fool, and you think, and it's normally a scenario where it would have worked before.
Oh, it'll be fine.
But you're fitting something that risks your entire weekend being destroyed. Is it worse? You messing it up on, say, the Friday night, and you know that your weekend is ruined, or you fit it and go, that's great, and then you go out on the weekend and it dies, or it blows, or whatever goes wrong.
I prefer that it breaks on the weekend,
so you just get in early.
No, I prefer that I still got to do the thing a little bit. Even
you want it to do, okay, you want the issue to happen.
Even if I'm on the way, then it's fine. Then it's I don't want to fall before the first hurdle. I don't want to have to do the thing where I call my mates and go, no, I can't come. No, it's because I broke the car. Yeah, I broke the car.
Yeah, you want a story.
Yeah, exactly. I got on that. I was doing 700 mile an hour and a wheel bearing failed.
I want car law.
Yeah, exactly. Dad law for cars.
It's also because working on cars is pretty difficult. I want to say that. It's so much harder than it looks.
It is harder than it looks.
I don't understand, because and the thing that's been annoying me this week about this, right, is that I've done outside work some car stuff, not that much stuff, granted, but like I've done brakes and stuff before, and when I did it, it was fine. I just did it, but I mean, granted, I wasn't being heckled constantly, but I got in this week, and I just found it all difficult, and I was like, I was getting annoyed because I was like, no, I can do this, but I just can't.
Do you know what? I had a discussion with a friend about this, that it's why we call ourselves idiots a lot with car stuff, and we are, like, truly we are. But a lot of smarter people than we will watch our videos and have an interest in cars, but are smart enough to know that if they do it, it will break. The only difference, we have no more skill than anyone watching. It's just that we're stupid enough to believe that we won't break it.
Yep.
We will still break it. It will happen. I know it will. But I'll go in my head, I could do that. I'll be fine. I could do that.
Yeah, that's easy.
And I break it.
I'll do it this evening at 8 o'clock.
What I do believe, though, is that you guys you naturally have more mechanical skill than I do.
But that's just by doing it.
Yeah, but if you look at, like, you've watched me do it, I'm not naturally gifted at working on things.
But genuinely, looking at you do that feels exactly the same as what I would have done doing it with, again, even with Google and whatever else. You still, you got to get through the shit.
Yeah, I know, but it's the way
that's why I told that story about crying. Like, I remember feeling that same feeling of, I literally can't do anything right when it comes to cars. And then you just keep doing it enough that you go, actually, I kind of have an idea of how I do this without messing this up now.
Because also you have to remember, you're not, again, we have a lot of mechanics that listen and also watch the channel. And I guess some of them must be frustrated seeing it happen. But if you're a mechanic and let's say you work at a job where you work on similar stuff every single day.
Yes.
But also, we're not necessarily working on it every single day, and we're not working on it in a commercial sense, if you like, where it's like, okay, this is to get this job done, when it's filming and whatever else. And even if you're just an amateur, you're not doing it day in, day out. You might be doing it every weekend, but it's much harder when it's not your profession.
The thing I've explained to a few different people, it's the tricky thing with YouTube is, even Matt Armstrong will probably tell you, if you're a general mechanic, you learn a broad amount of the similar sort of cars.
Yeah.
If you're a specialist, you work on the same few cars day in, day out. We're working on a 1980s car today. Yeah. Tomorrow it's a 2010 Jag where you need to read the online manuals.
Yeah.
The next day it's something old. You're fitting a custom turbo to a TVR. You make the mistakes. Whenever you buy a new car, you make mistakes on it. Yeah. You don't know that car yet. We make that mistake the first time every week. And then just when you learn it, you move on to the next car.
I was going to say, that's the thing, is to learn how to do it, you have to do it. And then once you've done it, we can't do it. You then know. Like TVR, you could do most of that
I could do another turbo kit.
But it's the fact that then you're not going to do it again.
We'll never do that.
But it's the... And also, you have to remember that we are also, after all of it, we are making entertainment, if you know what I mean. So for it to all go well...
It's all fake.
We get this all the time.
All fake,
We've had this quite a few times where people go, why don't you just buy good cars? Okay, but then the video is then, I have a car.
I would like to do that. That would be nice.
No, but I'm going to fit this. I fit it. Okay, goodbye. You wouldn't watch it, would you? Whereas us messing up or it being difficult, that's what makes it. The Jeopardy makes it interesting. It is. It is like TV.
I promise you, anyone listening at home, you can, like, with the information and the tools on your drive. You do not need the lift that we do. Like I will still go home on the weekend and work on my car on the drive with a jack stand and a Halfords jack that I've had since I was 18. You can do 90% of the work that we do. I promise you, you're not inept, because we're just as inept. But wow, why did this turn into an inspirational speech?
Guys, you can do anything you put your mind to, all right?
I wish I knew about things like workshop manuals earlier.
I
know access to them is not as easy, and a lot of time you have to buy or just know someone. But having access to that stuff must save hours and days of work. And again, I know there's lots of specialists who will take that work and go, actually, that's a very long process. But if you do the process properly first and go, actually, I can not cut this corner, but I can do this a different way or whatever. There is enough information out there to fix every single car.
Genuinely.
That it shouldn't normally ever be that hard. Unless you have an RS6.
There's information online about your Gallardo.
Yeah, there's workshop manuals.
All sorts of stuff. But not even that, like forums of people being like, this is how you take a bumper off one.
Yeah.
That's great.
I
That's
watched
amazing.
a load of YouTube videos. I just followed a guy's YouTube video to do that.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, ridiculous. That was quite scary, actually.
Yeah.
And let's have an next. There's something you've I know it's from you. Batshit C.R.E.A.M.
This was just a small anecdote. The other day, I was taking my MX-5, so I've now taken my 8 Series and dropped it off at Chris Imagination Creations to get a little bit of paint work done before I take that car back to stock. Well, not back to stock. Do up the last bits and sell it, which I'm not happy about. I'm quite unhappy. But on the way, I decided I'm going to take my MX-5 storage and get the 8 Series out of storage and so swap them. And for some reason, the motorway was closed. I decided to go through the actual out-of-nowhere back streets, like countryside. And in the distance, there were lots of cars going the same way. Everyone was close, so we were all on a farm track. In the very distance, I saw, you know when you see erratic brake lights? Like the brake lights come on, you see the car tip forward because something's run out on the road or something like that. And I kept seeing it in the distance over and over. What's going on? What's going the other way? 10 seconds later, I'm in the Land Cruiser towing a very large trailer on a very small country road. A C.R.E.A.M comes herring around the corner. So this is a 60 road, but there's traffic on this.
Yeah.
It's doing 60. It comes around the road, there's a car 100 meters ahead, and it mounts the verge doesn't drop any speed, just mounts the verge and flies through. Like plume of dust up behind it.
Yeah.
Person in front of me slams the brakes. I was like, that's mental. It's a bit crazy. Gonna have to take a bit more of a slow approach with me though. Couldn't care less.
Whizzed past.
Probably slowed it down to a 40 or 50. When I say mounted the verge, you could probably pull a gearbox underneath the space that was between the road. The verge was tall. It was a high one.
Looking at him through the sunroof.
It was, I'd say, at least 30-degree angle on the car. What did I see in the driver's seat driving past? I had assumptions. I thought, young guy, hat backwards, perhaps. No, woman in her 50s.
Oh, maybe it was broken.
Completely not, like, she looked like she didn't care. What that is a farmer's wife. Yeah. She's been on those lanes for years.
She knows those roads. I know the width of this car and the width of this road.
I'll make it.
Whatever's coming the other way won't surprise me.
No, but yeah, I was flabbergasted. I literally I think I slowed down and I kept watching my wing mirror to wait for the inevitable fireball in the distance of her going head on into a fuel tanker. But I was like, what? So in a C.R.E.A.M of all things, the most inane car on earth.
She probably nicked her like a wing mirror here and there, but it's like,
oh well,
you know, I suppose
the cows have done worse.
Now I've got a long list of things from here in one message, but I'm going to read them off one by one from you.
Well, no, so I will explain.
8 Series trailer.
So this is on the way back. So I've now dropped the MX-5. I've got the 8 Series on the trailer. I join the motorway, the A34, and the moment I join the A34, what is coming the other way but a purple Paradise TVR Camaro?
Ooh.
Same spec my mum used to have. Now I know there's only 5 or 10 of them in the world in that spec. That's cool. It makes you feel something. You're like, oh man, it's like my mum's car. 10, 20 seconds later, phase 2 V6 Clio. Mars, what's the blue? The blue it's Mars red and something blue. Lilac blue is the one. That comes the other way. Okay, that's weird. Anyway, come off, get onto the M4. 550 Maranello.
What the?
Right? then the next thing, a C5 RS6 comes the other way, and then I don't know, a minute or two later, a C6 RS6 comes the other way in white, like Japan spec. And then I think there was a 355. I wrote some of the other cars down.
We've got listed here. You've put P11 PLE.
Yep, that's
Phase 2, 550, RS6, Tuscan, 964 white.
Tuscan, and then the 964 I know is local to Newbury. Just dailies a white 964 around, and then the Tuscan was lovely. It was swordfish blue, but no, the purple version of swordfish blue.
What day was this?
This is what I mean. So I thought for a moment, have I been transported to Forza Horizon? Am I just in a game?
Yeah.
Because this is like, this shouldn't be happening.
Was it last Sunday?
No, this was in the week.
Oh, it was in the week.
This was Monday.
So you can't even say
whatever day that was.
There's an event on.
Whatever day was that.
Was 9th of October, which was... It was last Thursday.
It was last Thursday, and that was at maybe 9:30.
Where were they go? They just got randomly spawned in.
Just randomly spawned in, but everyone's on their way to work in their ridiculous cars that morning.
Meanwhile, someone in that's ridiculous. I mean, Jesus.
But what a list of cars.
Yeah.
Like, I assuming everyone listening, you play the game. You're concentrating on driving.
But you're aware of your surroundings.
You're just watching that other lane going, what's that? Oh, hello.
Ooh, and then being frustrated when you don't know what it was.
Exactly. But that day was, for a minute I was like, am I dead? Is this what happens when you die? You just get to see all the cool stuff? Brackets, I'm in heaven, I'm trailering a car around.
Yeah, I'm on the motorway. I'm commuting to my place of work in heaven. Now, the next piece is a piece of news.
Here we go.
And you put it in here.
Oh, great.
Do you know what it is?
Give me the title and I'll work it out.
Volvo V90 done.
Last one.
Never
And
done.
that's it. That's the
Last one had been made. They're done with it.
So the V90,
The V90
is dead.
is the one that you like.
I love it. I
It's
absolutely love
the
it.
big boy,
Yep.
modern estate V9. What am I saying? Volvo.
Yes.
The V90 is the V90.
Wait,
guys.
it's the V90, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is V90.
Which, if you lower and put on some wheels,
Lovely.
is a great thing. It's a, and I'll preface this because the reason I say Edwin likes it is because there's not many modern cars that come out new that Edwin goes, I like that.
True.
That's good. Do you like it?
I think that is one of the smartest modern cars. Although it is modern, but oldish.
Well, it's
Yeah.
probably about 10 years old now.
I also love the Saloon, which is an S80.
There's an S90.
Is it an S90?
Which is the same car, but
the
a
same
saloon.
car, but saloon.
I like the S60, which is the smaller version of that.
Also love that.
Yeah.
I think it's just a really nice design.
It's clean. Interior is so nice.
Also,
and-
anything that could potentially be an undercover police car is cool.
Yeah. But so the V90, as far as I'm aware, and what I've read, granted, please don't get your news from us, is the last one was made. It's going to the Volvo Museum, that last one.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, so...
What's going on? Why is everyone stopping?
It's a bit boring in a museum, though.
Yeah.
I like it, but
Also, nothing should be in a museum that's like, this is the 2.2 diesel. Like nothing. It needs to be an R. If they did an R, would be the thing.
I don't think they ever did a...
They did
I'm
R
assuming they were
designs.
fast-ish ones.
The
like
V6,
hybrid
there's a
ones.
V60... There was the
That's
V60...
way too big of an engine.
There was a,
T8 is usually the
T8
biggest.
is the bit, yeah, but there was one they made of the V6, the smaller one, which was like 400 horsepower or something. It was quite.
T8 doesn't because T5 used to mean you got the T5.
I think it was called.
But then they
T5.
changed to T5 and said, T5 is now just it's not.
It's like
just not-
trim levels.
Yeah.
Because a T3 it does not mean a 3-cylinder.
Yeah. Sort your trim levels out.
But yeah,
Everyone, can we have a reset, please? Like a worldwide
Start
reset.
from scratch. You can change all the names. Just make them simple.
But let's just forget it all. BMW, go back to 3, 5, 7. Just reset it all.
Just stop being so complicated. It's very, very confusing, and we don't want to have to keep talking about it. It's very frustrating. So that's all.
yeah.
the V90.
I just thought because we all like that car.
You know, shout out Volvo.
Volvo, lovely car.
Shout out the V90. All my
Dreadful
homies love the
museum
V90.
Pour one out.
Yeah, pour one out, guys.
Pour some meatball sauce out for
Now, moving on to
Swedish meatballs.
to the next thing. Now we will hope that there will be overlays for this because some of them are quite funny. Since we found what was the initial one? The initial one was eggs.
It was
Eggs on
steak
and egg.
Steak and egg.
Which was quite funny. Then we had the curry,
Thai
Hold on a
red curry.
second.
and the newspaper, and also the biscuits as well.
Are you going to say these are car ads?
These are
All you
car
said is the
adverts.
first thing we had was eggs.
First time people listening to the podcast. What are you talking about?
Basically, there was an AutoTrader advert for a Saab.
It was a Saab.
A
I
Saab,
believe,
and then when you looked at the photos, it was just eggs.
just one photo of a steak with an egg on it. And then later on, we got sent another one, which was a curry. Now, in fairness, that was in a series of 17 or 18 photos.
Yep.
There were 3 rogue photos in there. One was what we believe to be a Thai red curry.
And I didn't see any comments saying that it wasn't a Thai red curry. So I think we're all in agreement.
And then a sort of tin of biscuits, or like a jar of biscuits.
A
with biscuits in
Bolson's,
it. And then a newspaper cutting.
Yeah.
But the creamers have gone out there, they've done their investigative work, and they've come back with some pretty good ones.
There's some good ones.
This is a smart 4.2 1 litre, blah, blah, blah. 57,000 miles, £4,395.
Can I say
there is one photo.
We haven't seen this genuinely.
I think because I've seen it there's some I've seen in the thing, but I don't know what this one is.
Oh,
one photo. By
I'm not gonna laugh.
No, there's no interior photo. It's just an exterior photo.
Okay, I'm gonna look.
Ben, describe what that is if you can, please.
I'll zoom into it so you can.
Oh, that's a squirrel.
Yeah, it's just a squirrel.
What's it do?
Is it eating nuts?
It's on his hind legs.
It's just standing up.
He's just standing, mate.
He's just there.
So that's
the smart car.
That's for sale, 4,395.
Now, did I
also another one that is a trade seller selling that?
Now, did I see in the top left on the eBay thing? Does it say one's watching recently?
8 viewed in the last 24 hours.
Oh, so the squirrel's hot.
Squirrel is hot. It's one of those ones. But do you want to make an offer?
Now I want to know this. I don't want to know this, right? Steak and eggs, fine. Okay, maybe you're taking a photo of your lunch, but a squirrel is quite left field.
I don't think any less than a steak.
It's just anything from your camera roll, isn't
why would
it? It's
you
an
have
accident.
But okay, how many photos of squirrels do you have in your camera roll?
Oh, well,
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
And do you have any photos of your food on your camera roll?
No,
I don't
think so. But
You haven't got a single photo of food in your camera roll.
I don't think I do. Unless it's you eating a burger or something, I probably do. I probably have that.
Okay, but okay.
But yes, I do have a lot of inane, stupid photos.
But of like a squirrel, I feel like is a weird one.
I'm gonna scroll on my photos, and you're gonna tell me to stop. And when you say stop, I'm just gonna find
And we will put it on the screen.
and say go for it whenever you want.
Maybe.
No.
I've gone the whole way. Go again.
No.
It's a photo of Ethan zoomed in eating a banana. I promise that's the first one
that can go on the screen.
That can go on the screen. Okay. Absolutely, it can. What we got next? We've got any more?
Another one. We have had many more, which we might do in another. We might put together a grand band of all the best ones and do that maybe
the
next week or in coming weeks. But the next one I saw of note was we've got for here a 2006 Ford Fusion.
Okay.
Now the owner of a 2006 Ford Fusion, normally an old person.
Yeah.
He's selling this here. It was listed 20 minutes ago. Also, I have to say, you guys have sent this in, and I haven't noted down any of your names.
Apologies.
But some of them have been sent in by multiple of you. So by proxy, it's sent in by creamers.
Consider it a communistic approach.
Yeah.
This doesn't belong to you. This is the people's information. So shout out to, you know what? If you sent us one of these, and we've talked about it, you're creamer of the week.
And we're all a big family.
Exactly.
So
we cream together.
If the boot fits, it's you. £1,000 listed 20 minutes ago in Walsall. 12 months MOT.
20 minutes ago. Someone got a notification for this.
12 months MOT. Time belt's been changed. Water pump changed. Oil filter changed.
Okay.
Brake pads on front. Wheels changed. So it's all looking pretty healthy.
It's looking good. I'm interested.
One photo.
Okay, we've got a photo. Can I see what car? What am I looking at? That's the. No. Now we may need to blur it because we don't want to dox anyone. But yeah, that's just an old man.
That's what I mean. That's one that I could understand, right?
Yeah.
You're taking a selfie, you're looking good.
Where are you sending that? I have to keep blurring.
Maybe it's for like, I don't know, maybe it's for like your ID.
Sending it to Brenda or
but
something.
how hard is it?
Digital ID?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it there.
How hard is it to do that? You're looking through and going, right, I need to take pictures of the car, and then go,
that's a good one, actually.
Just like that. He got his profile picture.
Yeah, but you know when it goes like,
you forget halfway through, going, why am I putting a picture?
It says like, right, so here's your camera roll. You got to tap all the photos you want, and then whatever order you tap them in is 1, 2, 3, 4. You might accidentally tap one on your face.
But why is it, there's only one.
Bro said Bro accidentally clicked it, went, well, that's it. I'll have to go with that then. That's
all I got. Placeholder.
Well, that makes sense. But the one from last week where it was, what was it?
Dr.
Biscuits?
Mr. Terry Gibson,
Mr.
or something like that.
Gibson is my favourite one still.
That was just
Mr. Peter Ian Gibson, I want to say.
It could easily be that.
Mr. what?
I know. I'm thinking of
Peter Ian Staker.
Peter Ian Staker or something.
Or Ian H.
Piss taker. Come on. Do we have one more?
There are no more in there.
Okay.
There was something you've put in here, Ben. We'll get to that afterwards. There was another car I discovered for sale, and a lot of you have actually sent this, but this was found organically by myself. So no credit to anyone.
So you're the creamer of the week.
Me, yeah. This is a funeral car for sale. Now, we've been interested in funeral cars, but only the interesting ones.
Yep.
There is a Ford Barra. I can't remember the actual model
It's a
name.
Falcon. It's based on a Falcon.
Yeah, but it's got a very tunable engine. We've considered those. There's
the
Vectra ones with V6s.
Early ones have Ecotechs. The later ones have Barras. Yeah.
Anything that's a rear-wheel drive funeral car is really quite
Want to do a skid,
interesting. A Jag, whatever. But normally, like a hearse is a little bit different. It's normally a Jag or XF or an XJ. You don't see many different hearse ones. What we got here is,
and it's a car that we talked about last podcast. What did you say, Ben?
I have no idea.
so. What is the multiple version of it? You know,
A Lefis.
A Lefis.
A Nissan
Leaf.
A Nissan.
it is a Nissan Leaf hearse
Crazy.
with one massive glass panel that has replaced both the front and the rear doors, but only on one side.
Now,
I want to know who built that, because just the sheer craftsmanship. Ignore the fact that it's a hearse. That's cool.
Yeah.
But do you see what I mean? Like, what if you could do that to a car that was deserving of it? Like, something
but
cool.
It's just I find it that shot upsets me.
It's
It's the seat basically folded down, and it's
because you just parked next to your Grand going,
that one
Anyway,
there. Actually, that was
Can I
it.
say?
yeah, that's a tough one. That's
That
tough
one there. That's the back. There's one back seat,
you know what
in,
it is?
and you're
It's
just
it's Top Gear Africa Special.
Exactly. Yeah. For those that can't see, the Leaf has a glass side, and then the seats have been removed, so it's a bit like the Ninky Nonk, where it's a driver, and then just directly behind is your passenger.
Yeah.
That's
Why
it.
would you bring?
But then
just
to the left
one-
of you is
Is coffin
dead.
Is Nan?
Now I know we're going to get a comment now that says actually that was for my nan, and she actually invented the Leaf.
She was the biggest Leaf enjoyer.
And I'm very upset by that. And look, I'm not saying it's just odd. It's odd.
Yeah. More like what a way to leave this world.
I'd be really quite if I die, which I'm planning not to.
Money, where would that go? Money in a grape.
Put in a grape. But and I found out that I was transported to my final burial place in a Nissan Leaf.
Just halfway through, just lay each hip.
Okay.
Bring.
Here's on
You just hear-
Range 11 miles.
funeral 12 miles away. Now, what would you want to be transported in? What's your ideal car?
E55.
I like to be crisped up. before I get there.
E55 doing a burnout, but I'm loose in the back of it. Like but it's doing donouts, but I'm just whizzing around.
You're not even in a coffin.
I'm not held down. I'm not bolted to anything.
But are you in a coffin?
No, I'm just loose in the back of
So
it.
you've just been kidnapped.
No, I'm dead. So
you've been killed and
No, but I'm on the way to wherever it is, but they haven't put me in a coffin. I just want to be loose in the back of there, and someone's doing donuts, so my body's just flailing
Or
around.
like the back of I like an Amazon Prime van.
But it's by Amazon
it's
Prime driver.
unsuspecting. The guy's driving. Oh, that's the body. Or you know the James Bond 750i, and they had the driver that's in the back seat.
Yeah.
But I want to be in the front seat. I want to look like I'm driving, so that everyone at the funeral goes, "Joe,
Weekend at
Mr.
Bernie's."
Bingham, he's alive." I thought you was dead. I go, "Here he is," and he comes sliding into shot.
that would be horrifying to see.
Yeah, it would be, but I would have been spruced up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then how does someone just fireman lift you out and into the ground?
No, I get ejecto seato.
Too Fast, Too Furious ejecto seato would be a great
up
way to
into
go.
the air, and they just put me in the hole, mangled. I mean, I'm dead. Like, can't hurt me.
But do you not want some respect
No.
on your name?
Straight up, no.
That's
Yeah.
actually...
You know
Or
what?
like back
John,
of a
I know
pickup
you
truck.
mean that as well.
Yeah.
Back of a pickup.
Pickup would be cool. Pickup would be cool. Be funny.
Tipper. I tip her just in the back of a tipper, and they just back it up, and it just slide off into.
But it turns out I'm being fly tipped into a local lane.
It's a TD5.
on a trailer. Yeah, anything, just something a little bit different, a little bit left field.
Okay.
Whatever it is, it can't be a hearse.
Something that my family come away for it going, God, that was weird. I don't like that.
When I teed that up, I really thought they'd be like, "Oh, I love the Bean 8." I don't know what car that is. I love that car.
That's how I want to go out.
Oh, I love that car. It'd be amazing to go in that. Meanwhile, you guys, I just dumped me in the local tip.
Remember this. Remember, it's the Cream podcast. Ben, what would you like to go?
I might go standard.
Just normal hearse? Yeah, but what hearse?
You can't, what? So you're happy
Do you know what?
with the
Volvo
Leaf?
V90 could be quite comfy.
Yeah,
Or like
undercover.
but it's the last one. It goes and sits in the museum. Ben's
With
body
you
just
in
in that. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe something like a Range Rover
Range Rover. Oh,
That's kind of interesting.
Or-
Could do that.
or
but you'd still need to have someone next to you. No, that's not. No, because a Range Rover is not very long.
We'll try to.
Long
wheelbase.
Yeah, no, but what? So you're saying no back seats at all?
Yeah,
I don't think there's a lot of room there.
It would have to go long ways.
I think you're a squeeze.
Yeah, I want to be like.
Look at how long a hearse is.
Yeah, they're mega long.
I know, but I'm saying that long wheelbase Range Rover would be quite good.
Oh, I've got a new one. I would like to go in a Thule roof box.
That's actually fair.
that's how Norwegian people go.
When I first when I first discovered what a roof box was, we were going down to like Cornwall or something on my family holiday. I was very young. I remember being baffled by it. Like my dad was like putting stuff in it on the roof, and I remember sitting in the car looking up and just because it had a sunroof, you could see the roof box. I'm looking at it thinking like, all of our spades are in there and stuff, like for the beach. I remember just being
just full of spades, like nothing else.
It turns out it was to go dig a hole.
No, very like it's just I couldn't understand it. I was like, but that's on the roof.
How's that holding up there?
Yeah, genuinely, I remember, and to this day, I still find it interesting. I've got a lot of issues.
I want to go in one of those latitude tents.
Ooh.
So it's on the top of something, but it's a folded out one. So then they just unzip it, and I'm just.
So wait, you want to be, because they fold in quite flat, so you want to be basically squidged in there, and then, or do you want to open?
I want to open while driving.
Okay.
So there's a good chance that it just tears apart.
Now this isn't sponsored, but we have used them before. They're very comfortable.
I at some point I need to speak to Charlie again because I put it on my 8 Series. That's one of the coolest things I ever did. I want one on a 550. That'd be cool. He said, if you're ever doing something dumb, let me know because they are cool.
It's the only tent I've ever been in that didn't smell like tent.
When you say it's comfortable,
it has a mattress.
How can a tent be? So the tent has a. I was going to say, surely the mattress is comfortable.
Basically, it's a tent made of a material that is so nice.
It's called canvas. It's called. But make tents out of it.
Like tents when you get a tent and it smells like tents. I hate that smell. But it's like a
All the Gear podcast.
Anyway, it folds open. It's this different material. I don't know why I'm so fixated on this. And then it has a memory foam mattress built into it. So the entire floor of the tent is a mattress. And genuinely, I'm not just saying that because they lent us one. Really very comfortable.
Unironically, I'm not a man of camping. I hate camping, but I'd do that.
And it had fairy lights in it.
Also, you feel because you're high up. You feel, yeah.
I like a fairy light. I said recently that we should. This is completely off topic. We should put fairy lights in the office so I can sit in there in the dark with them on.
And you said you want to wear a dressing gown while you do it.
With your hair, you'd have your hair like in a towel.
It looked comfy, not comfy, cozy.
You are the coziest.
Yeah,
you're the coziest boy.
You really are. Little rom-com on and a hot chocky wocky.
2 hands on the hot chocolate, sort of hunched over it.
Live, laugh, life poster somehow in a tent.
So yeah, that was
don't know what we're talking about.
Hearses,
death and hearses.
TD5 podcast.
So you're going off in a Range Rover, which is quite posh.
I like it.
Whereas our funeral's going to be wild.
An L4.
I'd like to Evel Knievel style. I'm going to like jump through a burning ring of fire on a quad bike.
So you guys are going to be just dumped like you.
Do you know what? I'd like to pitch my funeral to Red Bull.
A great idea.
If it can't be pitched to Red Bull, don't even think about the idea.
It's Felix Baumgartner, but you never pull a chute.
What a mess. And he's all over the place.
So what's your final answer? Tip a truck?
No, I still want to be loose at the back of an E55 doing burnouts and donuts.
I do quite like the Thule one, but I'm not really a big fan of roof boxes, so it feels disingenuous.
Okay.
Something like Lamborghini related would be nice, but it's a bit, it's probably been done.
So tip a truck.
I would like to be towed, but I have got skates on. And they just catapult me off.
I've just thought of another one. You know the motorbikes that you see with a trike on the side?
Okay.
I want to be in the trike on the side, but it's on like a super bike.
Sidecar.
A sidecar, that's the word. But halfway through, they can just pull like a release cord. So I just kind of see you again style.
Who rides the bike?
Whoever would like to.
Okay.
But as fast as you can, and then just pull that cord so that it's Fast and Furious see you again style. I just careen off somewhere.
But you Edwin Klinkenberg of cars.
Yeah,
no, realistically not. No, but
like a sidecar on a car.
Oh yeah, sure. Just something where you can just click a button and then off I go.
I'm going to go.
I won't click that. I think it won't work.
I'm going with the James Bond one. It looks like I'm driving.
Yeah.
Everyone at the funeral goes, "Oh my god, this was all an elaborate prank." He's back.
But do you remember the Top Gear episode where he jumps the Rolls Royce into the pool? It's that the hole is pretty dug.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's
Yeah.
car size.
Yeah.
I was like, why is the hole so big? And then they see you pull around the corner and they're like, wow, he's still alive.
Well, how
and
does the stunt driver get out?
He's not in there. He's remote control.
It's remote control.
And you just careen around the corner and just plonk straight into the hole.
Yeah.
Everyone claps. Diggers start putting the dirt on.
Yeah, so I'll have to select my car.
And then all you hear just in muffled under the dirt is a BMW. Bong.
What if
Alarm going off.
rather than a coffin, you got buried in your car?
That's what we just said.
That's what we'll say.
No, I'm saying that like they just lower you down normally.
I reckon people must have done that, but it's a big old grave.
It is a thing. It's a thing. A lot of African countries will do it. Yeah, there's a lot of 190Es I've seen, a lot of E-classes.
Really?
Oh, that's a great video. We can't.
What, going to try and start one back up?
Yeah.
Excuse me, mate. Just need to get past.
I mean, we yeah, but that's a bit selfish. If it's a roadworthy car, you're just going to put it underground.
But it's
you're
your
worse
car.
than like a collector.
Solomon Brunei. Hey,
Yeah, at least give it to someone. That's mental.
Well,
I don't do that.
Well, that's death covered.
It's taken a very interesting turn. You've probably got our perspectives on death there. Through
Here
there.
we go. Ben, you put in here wheels.
What are wheels?
Okay.
I've learned this, right? So, granted, I have an in-house consultant for wheels, Edwin, who is very thankfully taken the project on for my S2000. And as you can see, if you're watching,
The architect is making plans.
the wheels are right there, and they should fit. And Edwin's done the workings out of what we need to roll and cut and to make them fit.
I don't like the colour. They are a chrome. These are Inky RPF ones. We were not going to say it, but I'll say it now. RPF ones in S2000 fitment, but they're the chrome ones. I didn't like them. I still don't like them that much. You like them?
I really like that. I think that's nice.
I didn't like them, and then I saw them in person, and I do like them more. But
Yeah.
I think I'm still going to get them. They need a refurb anyway, up close. I think I will get them still done it in like matte silver. It's because they're shadow chrome, so they look in the.
Well, they're not. They're chrome. They're actually like a bright chrome.
But in low light, they almost look. They can look a bit dark. I'd like.
Yeah, they are.
want
They are
bright
darker
silver.
than. But yeah, shadow chrome looks like a silver, a normal silver, but the shadows are much darker.
Yeah. So this is. But either way, we now have wheels, right?
Yes.
But I decided that I'm going to have a little look for myself, and all I can say is what.
You did send some wheels to Edwin.
I understand. I understand why there's so many cars with bad fitment.
Fair.
Because it's so complicated.
But is it not a case of now? Yeah, you understand that. But is it not a case of if you don't know, don't do it?
No, that's fair. But if you want to learn about wheels, you can only learn. I worked out you can only learn by getting it wrong.
You got to make some mistakes.
And
some people have made mistakes for far too long.
Like my Golf and my MX-5, horrible fitment. It was wrong.
I agree, but at the same time, it's so daunting and difficult. I couldn't. I tried, and I couldn't do it.
What was it that was confusing you?
It's the starting off like with the numbers, and then it's working out how they offset. I mean, you can do it really easily. You're like, yeah, those will fit, but you need a bit of arch rolling. You need this and that, no spacer or whatever. I'm like, I don't understand.
But 90% of the stuff is that I don't know it just off the top of my head. I can't work out from numbers. I can on like a car that I know very well, but it's only through knowing what other people have done trying before.
Yeah, but and then even stuff like tire sizes and how they're going to sit on the car, whether they're going to be square sidewalls, a little bit of a little bit of stretch, and I'll be honest with you, yeah.
There is an incredible. I think we've talked about it before. Fitment Industries, and there's some other sites that do it, where you can go on there. You can put a car make and model, and then you can put a size of wheel in and see how it fits on their car. You can put the offset in. You can even put tire brands, so you can see what exact. If you have a Peugeot 205 electric, they're probably not going to have the most amount of photos. If you have a Volkswagen Golf Mark V, you may sort by until the cows come home.
S2000 I looked and
Lots.
and many, but it's the other thing is they're so expensive. And this is coming from a complete corner of complete ignorance to it. Not ignorance. What is it? Well, you don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about wheels at all. I'm not trying to claim I do, but by looking at these wheels were a good deal. You told me, but to me, I looked at them and went, "That's a good deal for wheels."
Yeah,
it's mental. I sent Edwin a reel of an S2000.
For perspective, if you know wheels, these are RPF ones, full set in. These are not the staggered fitment. These are plus 45 all around for $1,000 with tyres.
Yeah,
that's a very good deal for RPF.
You probably paid double that, more than double that for brand new wheels, brand new tyres.
Yeah, and I looked at this is again people will laugh. This is my lack of knowledge. I sent Edwin a reel of an S2000 looking great. It is sitting fantastic. And I said to him, I know nothing, but what are these wheels? I would. They look cool. And he responded. What did you respond, Evan?
I said, Ben, those are T37s. They are in a very aggressive fitment. Those are $4,000 to $5,000.
Yeah. Which to me, I was like, why?
But that you've just distilled the reason why people get it wrong. They see a reel of a T37 in correct fitment, in aggressive offset, looking really good. They either find the T37 and go, oh, that's too much, or they happen to stumble upon a rotor grid that now looks, in my head, that looks pretty much the same. You can never get it to look the same. The fitment will never be identical because the face of the wheel is different. But people will settle for it, which is fine. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. But the good wheels cost money for good reason, because everyone wants them because they're the best.
To be fair, I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't for you guys being here, I would just never do wheels. I would have bought, what I would have done is I would have got facelifted bigger wheels, like standard
They're nice as well.
which are fine, and I would have probably spaced it and lowered it, and it would have looked okay, but it wouldn't have. It's not going to look as good as it will look.
It's going to look great. It's going to look really good.
I still find wheels daunting. If I look up wheels that I like and it says you have to roll arches and do this, I normally won't bother.
Yeah,
because it's
annoyingly
too much hassle.
It is, yeah,
and then money also spent for. Then you start doing it and it doesn't actually fit or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's why I've only one set of aftermarket wheels ever.
Yeah,
but I genuinely, for the most part, prefer an OEM wheel.
But you did, when you did buy those aftermarket wheels, do the correct thing, which is look at what other people have done.
Yeah, exactly. There was the McGann wheels that were, again, you're just copying what other people have done. And there'll be some people that don't like that. They go, oh, you need to be more original and get custom-made 8,000 million pound wheels that are, shut up. If you want to do that, that's fine. But there was information out there that said these won't rub.
These fit.
On these, whatever, brackets, they rub hell. And yeah, but when it starts to go, oh, actually, yeah, you need to run this. And even like running like extra, like, it's like, oh, camber. You need to run this camber. I'm like, yeah. I want to run the camber that makes it drive well.
Yeah, exactly.
Not run the camber.
Which is,
it's when there's like there's a line you cross into going stance.
Yeah.
Where you're going, okay, I'm going purely for looks. But I think there's a middle ground most of the time where it's usable and it looks good.
Yeah.
This is what I'm scared of, because we have to run camber on these to make them fit.
But nothing that
it's
extreme.
Nothing too mental. It's the sort of camber you'd want for a fast road track.
Will it drive nicely?
Yes, okay. It will drive really well. I mean, they are wide as hell, so it's going to tramline.
What does that mean?
So because the front wheels are so wide, and you're going to have to run a little bit of camber, the camber that you'd want for it to be good on road. You know when you feel the wheel kind of pull into dips when you go over a dip? Not from P1 or Tickies.
No. I hope not. We like dips a lot.
Dips is our favourite man, so not that. They're very wide, so they will pull naturally to different
bit
ways.
More fighting,
exactly,
but fine.
But it's still going to drive really well.
But when I get out of it and I look back,
I'm going to go.
You know what? That was worth it for being pulled into a ditch and dying.
Exactly. But S2000s, you get that with some cars. S2000s, if you want to run any form of good wheel, you're going to tend to have to do a tab relocation and some camber and an arch roll. Other cars, you can get away with all sorts of mental fitment on standard arches. So it's fair though. It's a very, also use willitfit.com. Find it's what I do. Find a wheel that you know fits. Doesn't have to be the wheel you want. Find the specs. Go to willitfit.com or just type willitfit wheel calculator. Put that car's spec in. Put the wheels you're looking at spec in, and it will just tell you what the one you want is in relation to that original. Is it further in? Is it further out? Is it smaller, bigger? All that sort of stuff. That's the cheat to it. Just find someone that works and then see if yours works off of that.
Clear now?
No. But
okay, perfect.
But they're still daunting. But
Ben, fortunately for you, I love it, so I'll do it.
Annoying that what would put most people off, and what puts me off, is that it's expensive. It's not one of those things where you go, I'll try it and I'll make mistakes to do it. Is if you need to get the nice wheels or get the right wheels and whatever, it's an expensive thing to get wrong. To then go, I don't actually like this, or it's not right.
Especially
the only other thing is a lot of those wheels, the expensive wheels, can hold value, especially if you're buying them used, but. Yeah,
these will always be worth £1,000. I will give you £1,000 because I like RPF. Well, you want them for your McGann.
Yeah, they fit the McGann. Yeah,
like T37s, I've owned. It's not that many. It's 4 or 5 sets of them, but I've held them for 1 week or held them for a year, and I've never sold them for less than I bought them. Not because I'm trying to make money on them, but just because people always want them.
Yeah.
So their wheels are cool.
I like wheels.
I love them.
I love wheels,
My favorite thing about cars.
but I am OEM wheels, man.
Heard.
I'm
In most
hearing
cases.
an OEM
And do you know what? Possibly better way to be, because you're going to save money and stress.
Normally cheaper. Normally.
Yeah. OEM wheel swaps as well. If they come from the same manufacturer, it's pretty common for them to just fit. As in, the offset's not going to go from really like well in the arch to 70 feet out the arch.
Although OEM wheel swaps, they can go equally as wrong.
Oh yeah.
It's the putting more modern wheels. Sometimes it works, but it's again sometimes when you see like a modern C63 wheel on an old one, and it just sticks out like a sore thumb.
Horrible.
And yeah, a lot of the time it just doesn't match up. Or like newer diamond cut wheels on an older BMW or something. It
Doesn't work.
There's something.
There's
something
levels
missing
to
there.
the game, I think.
But you got to make your mistakes, but just don't make lots of them, which is a threat, by the way. Final bit on the anecdotes is from you, Ben.
Hi.
Which I think we've briefly covered, but we'll go into it more. Selling cars is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hate
Please
it.
expand
Selling
upon
cars is the most stupid thing. Where has our respect gone as a society? Just
cut back to Ben lowballing people on Facebook.
no, I know. There is nothing wrong at all with negotiating a price. Absolutely nothing. But to message me, no hi, no niceties to it, and just ask me a number is the most frustrating thing.
Best price.
Or just
What's your best price?
Or cars been up for 9 minutes for say $2,500. I'll give you $1,000. Why would I say yes?
Because
But no,
it might work.
But it won't work. Why would I say yes? You need to give me if you think, right, I want this, come and look at the car, and if there's something wrong with it you didn't know about, or there's a reason, give me a reason why it should be less. And that's fair. If you offer me $2,000 less and you say I'll give you 500 quid and you give me a good enough reason, I'm not feeling disrespected. But what you can't use the excuse of I don't want to pay as much money for this car, therefore I'm going to offer you £1,000 less without seeing it. That's ridiculous.
If it's been around for not long, fair. But if your car was listed 2 months ago for $2,500, that means your car's not worth $2,500.
Of course, and if you're being ridiculous, but for the reason I say is 'cause the Clio I've listed for what it genuinely is actually, I know it has issues, but I've been very upfront about the issues, and the price of it is, I think, okay for what it is. It's not ridiculous, and I know it's not ridiculous because there have been people commenting saying this is a good deal, that sort of thing. I know that, right? But to come in there and be like, I'm going to give you $1,000 less, just without even seeing the car, I find so just frustrating.
That I agree with. Anyone that negotiates over text or phone, I'm not going to sell you the car.
Yeah.
Because I know you're a chancer.
And that's what I've
They're never going to come and see the car.
That's what I've decided. Even if I've had a couple people that were actually interested that tried to negotiate over the text. I literally messaged them going, I said, unfortunately, I'm not going to negotiate over message. Come look at it and we can talk in person.
Exactly
and,
the correct
each
response.
time as well, they respond with, all right, fair enough. But the people who open with just best price or I can come today. I don't care if you come today or tomorrow or come today, but bring the money that it's up for.
Talking about the cars?
Yeah, but anyway.
I would quite like to try a video. We talked about this before, and it would be painful, and we'd have to become bad people for a day. But just to go on the internet and lowball people, just do exactly that thing
and see
test
if it works.
that theory and go best price. I'll give you $1,000. I'll give you $1,000.
I'll be there today.
And test 100, 200, 300 cars and see what sort of percentage what your success rate is, because you're essentially a scammer. At that
You're just
point.
seeing what you can get off.
Also,
it turns out that's what everyone's doing. They're all doing that video. That's why everyone's asking best price.
Also, what is this whole I'll bring you cash today? Now, if you're a business, I understand there's that.
Why is that? Why do you understand that business?
I'm not saying I understand it personally. I'm just saying that people prefer cash in some businesses. Right?
Often some people don't actually mean cash. What they're saying is that I'm going to pay you today.
Well, yeah, obviously, I'm not going to leave with a car without
No,
paying
but
for
what they're
it.
saying is that if they're going to turn up, they're not going to turn up because you get people, and I've had this in the past where they come and see it and they go, yeah, we like it, but I need to
sell my car.
I need to sell my car, or I need to do this.
Yeah,
It's
or
like,
next week I get paid.
Yeah.
Like, why did you come and look at the car if you don't have the cash?
Completely wasted my time.
But okay, fine. But maybe that is what it is. But if you're saying to me, I'll bring you cash.
Over text, it's
I
done.
don't want cash.
Yeah,
you're adding another step to my day. I have to go to the bank and put it in the bank.
But for some
Just pay
people,
me.
it's an incentive. It's okay. I know I will have the cash in my hand. It's a classic tried and tested trick.
Well, guess what? I don't like it. And selling cars is so long, and
There's just a lot of idiots out there, and it gets worse. It gets worse with cheaper cars. 100%. It gets worse with cheaper cars.
I've heard I can't remember where it was. It was either Instagram or Facebook. It was a guy who was a classic car dealer, and he said he has stopped selling anything below 10 grand. Which in my head, I think I don't think I've ever actually sold a car up near that price. But in my head, I would have thought it would have stopped at like 3 or 4 grand. But he said, I refuse to sell anything under that because it's people wasting my time. If I sell from 10 to 20, someone will respond, go, hi, I want to come look at this. They'll look at it. Either it's right for them and they buy it, or they don't and they leave.
I especially think it's worse in what we deal with, which is normally the more interesting car.
Yeah.
Let's say like performance.
Enthusiast.
Or it's in enthusiast stuff at cheap prices. I don't know. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, if you've got more experience in this. If you're just selling regular cars, maybe it's slightly less, but I don't know. From my experience, selling a cheaper performance or enthusiast car, you get so many cretins. It is unreal.
Also, the other thing that how I know it's got bad is because if I go away from something actively thinking, God, that guy was nice and like easy and respectful. That's weird. It feels almost uncomfortable and then normal.
Agreed. Yeah.
Then I'm like, you know what? There's an issue with this because I shouldn't be having that thought. I'm just trying to interact with a person to come buy my car. I've been honest about it. You've been honest to me about it. It feels weird. So yeah, cars not fun.
We had I had not the same thing, but the VX220 we tried to sell. And to be fair, this is actually not entirely the fault of the guy, but it's one of those annoying things you get trying to sell a car. Is a guy planned to come down because he wanted to buy it. He did actually offer money over this is VX220, very very cheap. He offered money over message, but he seemed serious. So you get a vibe sometimes from someone. And I said, okay, cool. He was going to come down and see it and potentially drive it away. So I came into the unit, which is about an hour from me. And he was like, I'll be there at 10 at the train station.
On a Saturday?
On a Saturday. I was going to pick him up. And then I got a message saying, train's delayed. It's going to get in at 11. I was like, it's another hour, fine. And then I got a message at about like 10:30, 11, and it said, the train's been messed up. It's got to go to here. And it's going to take me X amount of time to get in here. I'm just going to go home and I'll rearrange. And you get lots of that where it's like, okay, I think I'm selling it today. But in actual fact, I'm delaying until... And again, I'm not blaming that guy for that. It's just that's what happens.
I was going to say, some people might not understand your frustration, Ben, but explain the example of what happened.
So the Clio is currently for sale. I actually have a man coming tomorrow.
That's Christ.
Congratulations to him.
Do not clip that. I have a guy coming down tomorrow to hopefully come buy it, who seems very nice and normal. So hopefully that goes well. I may not, but
it's us.
I had so the Clio went up for sale, and I had actually quite a lot of interest straight away. And I had one guy that within 10 minutes of me putting up was offering to just buy it outright off me. I was like, okay, well, come look at it. He was too far away. Whatever. And then I had one guy, normal person, very nice, asking normal questions about it. I said, mate, I'll come down. This was Saturday. He said, I want to come down tomorrow and look at it. I was like, cool. I can sort of fax that into my weekend. So I planned with him. The morning comes around,
and you weren't with the car. You went home.
No, so my car was at my house. I was at my girlfriend's house sort of for the most of the weekend. So I was like, okay, well, what I'll do is I'll drive half an hour to the car, and it had some of my stuff in it still, but where it was, it basically meant I had to go down there, go to the car, make sure the car was right, take all the stuff out of it, walk back to my house, put it away. I was getting everything ready for him to possibly drive away, put on the paperwork, got everything out, and then I sat there and I confirmed with him 3 o'clock was the time he'd get there. 3 o'clock comes around, no sign of him. I'm like, great. I messaged him going, are you still good for 3 o'clock? No response. Great. And this is someone who has confirmed they're coming. This isn't a, mate, I might be there today.
Yeah.
And then 3:30 gets there, I messaged him going, okay, where are you? I said, you have till 4. I have to go out. I'm going to leave because otherwise I'm just sat in my house. I have stuff to do. Then he messaged me at 4 o'clock going, oh mate, I actually ended up going out for lunch with my friends. So I'm not going to come today. I was not very happy with him. I'll be honest with you.
But that's dick.
But unironically, you're a dickhead.
Yeah.
You are. I hope you buy a 182 and it blows up on the way home. You clown.
Do you know what I said? Well, I got back to my girlfriend and she was like, why didn't you sell it? I said to her, I was like, even if he comes to me tomorrow and offers to pay more than it's up for, I'm not selling it to you on principle.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Also, just that sort of person is never.
Yeah,
they're just.
It's a waste of, if you went, listen, I'm really sorry, like my car broke down. I mean, maybe he wanted it then, but like, I don't know, my mum's had to go to hospital, or so there's an actual reason.
Only those two things.
Yeah,
those two things.
Else?
My car broke down,
My dad's in hospital, don't care, where are you?
You know what I mean?
Russ.
If something comes up, that's fine. I'm not gonna. I'm a nice person. I'm not.
But to brazenly say, I forgot, I'm sure at lunch with my
also,
mates.
do you know what?
Couldn't even lie.
Yeah.
Do me the respect of lying to me.
Yeah.
Lie to me and tell me something's wrong. Like, why would you just tell me? Also, like, to be fair to him, I will give him this. He did actually afterwards apologise to me about it. But because I responded
only after you abused him.
I didn't abuse him. I gave him a little bit of a sarcastic message. Yeah, of course. But
What did you call him?
I'm not.
Ben said he
say?
wouldn't. Ben said he wouldn't read it.
It wasn't that bad, but it was
put
more.
it this way, it's already been said.
Yeah.
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 No, I was not happy. But
Well, you shouldn't be. I mean, genuinely, like he should be hung, drawn, and quartered. He should be named and shamed.
You know
on
what?
the
He
podcast.
needs to sit in the 50 cal cinema that we talked about.
Yeah, he needs to get the C4 below the seat.
I was not happy about it, and
Heated seat.
because it is a piss take, and
And one final thing, again, 99% of you are great. If you see one of us selling something, please do not jump in the DMs with a haha, here's a meme, because there are 100 other people doing the same thing, and it gets quite annoying. Again, I know you're doing it innocently, but I have trying to sell a part, have put a part up. I had 3 people asking me serious questions and about 50 messages saying, haha, eggs, beans, creamers. Please.
That was just Ben saying that.
Yeah.
I had a lot of that. as
Then
well.
you had the same thing.
Again, and again, it's nice. It's nice that it's a love-hate thing, because it's like these are viewers that support us,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
And you've seen us in the wild.
this is
I get
my
it.
this is my personal
Selling something
thing.
privately.
I'm trying to sell
is-
my car. If
yeah.
you want to buy the car, come buy it. Absolutely fine. But to make an inside joke from the podcast to me, also your audience is me. I'm not gonna laugh. You know what I mean? It's a bit
Wow.
weird.
Tough crowd, am I right?
Yeah, but just
movie star Ben.
just let's
Go through my agent.
let's just.
Serious inquiries only, please.
Yeah,
Well, do you know what I mean?
I know, I
I'm
agree.
already dealing with people offering
Selling a
me
car is
£8.50 in a
already-
miles. But one guy offered me a 1 litre Fiesta as a trade plus some money, and I said I didn't even respond.
You said, when can I pick up?
But because I was like, well, okay, but why would I do that when I'm trying to get rid of my car? I don't want another car.
You said when you want money on top of that. Is that?
But what I mean is that I'm already dealing with that sort of offer and that sort of thing. I don't.
Have you
need-
have you had any scams? I will say that.
No.
Maybe it's because I haven't sold that many cars like recently via the usual methods, but I feel like there are less scams out there.
I had it a few weeks ago trying to buy parts for the 300ZX. I put a post up saying, does anybody have a tensioner bracket? This is before I snapped it.
Nice.
And a guy responded and said, in the thing, yeah, I've got one, DM'd you. I clicked on his profile, immediate red flag. He had an American spec Subaru and an Eagle Talon on his driveway. Also, you picked the wrong guy, fool. You think I don't know that Eagle Star's only an American thing? L for you. He said, DM me.
Nice.
So I responded and said, hi, where are you based? Already smelling a rat. He said, UK, mate. And you?
Oh, that's big.
I said,
Yeah, I'm all good, man.
UK too, funnily enough. Come on, whereabouts? I can come collect if I'm close. He said, okay, where are you now exactly? So I said, no, brother. I asked where you were. He said, Glasgow. So I said, perfect. Funnily enough, I have a friend in Glasgow who's driving down in the week. He can come and collect it. Are you able to send a photo of which idler pulleys you have? A little thumbs up emoji, which I quite liked.
Yeah.
And then, I'm not reserving without payment. It's if still available when he shows up. Good. I said, I don't need them reserved. He'll come and collect them, won't he, Chopper? I said, and which brand are the idlers? And do you have one or both? Never got a response.
Nice.
Profile now? Gone.
No,
Disappeared.
fair. Yeah, part scams. That's rife.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've seen a for sale ad and the comments, you can just see there is a sea of scammers.
DM
in there.
me.
But the classic one was I'm an
Oil rig.
I work at sea, but my father wants this car because they'll give some reason and he's going to pay you via a bank account.
Full price.
Full price.
Don't want to haggle.
I the car's amazing. And normally they're going for like higher value stuff in this case, but like it's just a bullshit scam.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, come on. But
Every
the parts ones, normally I have seen some accounts. Most of the time they are very, very. It's noticeable.
It's obvious.
I've seen some that I'm like, okay, I could possibly see why you are, how you've scammed people. The rest of them, no idea.
But it's also when they say DM me.
DM me.
Why am I going to message you?
But then sometimes I do that, and I asked for an 8 Series exhaust, and some guy said, "DM me, I have got one." I DM'd him mainly because I find it funny. If I find a scammer, I like messing with them. We've got some great texts from Bella, the very real woman.
Yes.
We'll read that at some
Definitely
point.
real.
My wife died. She was a bean magnate. But so I messaged a guy for an 8 Series exhaust, and the guy was like, yeah, it's like 100 quid. You come get it. Sent me a photo, sent me a video. Like, perfect.
Yeah.
So it was weird. But yeah, stay safe out there.
Always be creaming. Always be.
Just on a side note.
I think that's all.
I think that's it. We did have a forum, but we're running long in the tooth. We'll be back next week, as always. Thank you very much for listening to the Cars Rule Everything Around Me podcast. C.R.E.A.M get the money. Put your rules and ruins in the comments. Bill,
RPF ones.
Possibly fitting.
Eggs.